actually have. Let me click the little video here. As soon as I find the link, let me see. Gunnar Johnson. Da da da. Let me find the link that says where you walked off. I thought I already had it. Save. Boop. God damn it. Let me see. Put the link in here to it. Clicked it last night. Let me refresh it for you again.
I'm gonna say this. I watched a fucking interview with him with Billy Corgan, and he believes his fucking hype. He thinks that people are shitting on him because they have something against him, and not because he thinks he's really good.
Talented.
Yeah, he thinks he's good. So that's why this shit is happening to him, you know?
Perry might be happy for it.
That's why he's reacting the way he is.
Yeah, he does.
How dare you not like me? Because I'm the best, you know?
And that's always been that's what I say, Bobby, because you're looking at a guy and he's like, I'm so good, and he's doing those horrible guitar solos. And you're like, well, you're technically in the show business, but you're not really performing anything. You're more of a joke than anything. I don't think he gets that he's the joke. It's almost like he's living Spinal Tap or something, Bob. It's like, am I a real band or what am I? Wait a minute, Terry's getting his panties in a bunch. He goes, fine, I'll date Bob Levy then. And then he goes, you bastard, I got no hurt. Corey is pair. I know, calm your penis down. Let's watch, watch this. Right here, Corey.
Hey, he went to Billy Idol there for a second.
Yeah, it was like Lady Gaga and Billy Idol mixed or something. Billy Gaga. I wasn't partying. This is him just talking about his past right here. There you go. Well, I couldn't find the one where he actually walks off stage, but that's kind of what he did when everybody was out celebrating. He just kind of like put his tail between his leg and walked off stage. All right, well, it's 1:24 here on the East Coast of the United States.
Walk off?
I didn't really. It was kind of happened when they were all cheering. You know, like when they do the SNL when they're all doing the greeting thing, Scott. Yeah. I don't think he really caught enough attention. It was actually a fan video and it just showed him from the back, like literally he was in distance, just like walking off by himself.
He didn't moonwalk his way out.
That's what. No, I think Widow Killer, somebody said that in the chat. Did he moonwalk himself off the stage? No, because he might actually got scored better if he actually did some actual dancing.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Before I saw that interview with him on Billy Corgan's podcast, I thought he was in on it all. For real. I thought he was just, it was a big goof. But no. That motherfucker sat down for an interview and
he thinks he's the shit.
Yeah, he was literally. I was like, what?
Yeah. It's not like...
Yeah, 100% Scott. Yeah, exactly.
He's not like, hey, man, I get the joke, too. I know I'm not the greatest, but I'm just happy to be here. He believes his own brand, man. He loves his own brand. Terry Nee makes this point that Corey is Perry in that regard, Bobby Nick. He doesn't absorb reality in the same kind of way we all do. Much like Corey and Perry. That's a great comparison right there. Corey is Perry, basically. Hey, Cup and Bowl. Thanks for checking in on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel and any new friends joining us over there. Andrew is right here. Hanging out on BF Live.
Hey, Cup and Bowl.
What you have for dinner tonight? Hey, Andrew and crew, just checking in to see how you're doing. Say hello to your friend Cup and Bowl in the middle.
Hey, Cup and Bowl, how are you, bud?
Cup and Bowl, how you doing? Checking in. All right, that's enough of that. Let me see. All right, that's Andrew. Let's keep going on here. Now, I got a story. And I need my ladies. Where's my ladies at? What's up, Blood? The talented Blood checks in and says, Corey is two people in one. An America's Got Talent delusional parent for a kid kid. That's a great observation, yeah. Because the parent will go, isn't he just wonderful? Isn't he just great? He's so brave for going out there. He's wonderful, right? And he's two people in one. I'm wonderful for. That's my favorite thing right there. All right, I want to talk about this at length. This is what we do on the Vibe. See, are you not having fun with the news, folks? News doesn't always have to be doom and gloom. This one is, guys, we're going to talk about this. Now, I have never been on a cruise. I will fess up. I have been on airplanes and stuff. Never been on a cruise, and I really don't intend on going onto one because I don't want to be stranded out in the middle of the water when I decide I don't want to be there anymore. I like to have, escape routes or whatever, But this is about cruise passengers are using their bras in a disgusting way, Bobby Nick, and other guests are over it and saying, please stop. And so, Scott, what kind of thoughts you get running through your head when people I'm like, first I thought they're hanging them out on their doorknob, that swing, or I'm like, what are we talking about here, guys? I'll tell you.
You know as toilet paper?
Not really, Bobby Nick, but this is interesting, and I want to talk about this. This has to do with sanitation. It says, on this cruise ship, the only thing more eye-popping than the ocean view is where passengers stash their room keys. A viral Reddit post from a passenger aboard Independence of the Seas cruise has the internet clutching its pearls. And no, it's not about someone's uncle hogging the chocolate fountain. The culprit? Women fishing their Sea Pass cards out of their bras, turning a simple card swipe into a full-on nautical contortion act, Scott, is what they're talking about. The Reddit thread, cheekily titled "Ladies, Get a Lanyard," didn't hold back. Currently, I'm on the Independence of the Sea, and twice I've seen ladies reaching into their blouses to locate their Sea Pass, which was stashed in their bras. The poster continued with some pointed advice. This is frankly disgusting for crew members and everyone who has to touch them and their drink glasses afterwards. Please just buy a lanyard. But now, Bobby, Nick, and Scott, I don't know if your moms were like me, but I've been around plenty of women that they put they would fold up their money and put it in their bra.
Oh yeah. The money in the boobs, and then more recently their phone in their fucking boobs.
That's what a lot of them do here.
Cancer thing. I wouldn't do that one.
A lot of them.
Many women.
A lot of them here. A lot of them here do that.
Really, Andrew? That is dangerous. I think it's kind of dangerous. Others push back, trying to keep it chill. And they say about putting your thing in your bra that it's not classy, but you need to calm down. It's just skin, just like the skin on your hands. Somebody else goes on to say sweat. I have held my phone there. It gets sweaty, even though I'm not sweating otherwise. And then there were the pragmatists, yes, pointing out the bigger picture. People do not wash their hands with soap and water after leaving the restroom. It says, it says people do not wash their hands so often that the cruise ships, Scott, have to almost beg them to before visiting the buffet. Please wash your nasty hands. Sweat is the very least of your worries, my guy, says this one writer on Reddit. Practical solutions were also suggested with a side of fashion critique. Read one suggestion: dear clothing designers, why don't you make pockets in clothing for women so they don't need to use their bra? There, fixed it for you. And then see, everybody, you're talking about right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Now, I just think that would be inviting cancer to your prostate clinic. Oh.
That's what I've heard lots of times. I've had many women that I've told, No, get your fucking phone out of here.
I don't think it's good to be inviting electromagnetic fields around sensitive breast tissue.
Have you had to tell women to that?
Terry Nee says, because I guess a lot of people are right-handed, in order to try not to infect everybody with their fecal matter, that the crews use their left hand to wipe. So maybe get some reassurance in that one. I don't know. Another person added that bras need pockets. I said what I said. Tech-friendly cruisers had their own take on the dilemma. From the perspective of customer centricity, it would be better for cruise lines to offer NFC wristbands in addition to cards. Give customers a choice. I personally find a lanyard incredibly annoying. Yeah, those lanyards can kind of twist on you and all that stuff. But there's got to be something better, Bobby Nick. But I often thought that even when females that I knew were doing it, Bobby Nick, I thought that is nasty because you just get boob sweat and all that stuff on there. So just another, just add this to the list of reasons that I won't be going on a cruise. Women using their bras for wallets.
Well, I gotta say, it's a lot better than they used to do. You know, back in the day, the proper place to carry your money was your ass.
What?
Your butt cheeks, yeah, 100%.
What are we talking about?
Way down the line, way back. I don't even know. I got deep butt cheeks.
Well, you gotta go full for butt cheeks that Bobby Nick does. I mean, your butt cheeks, there you go. All right, that's a fun fact. That's a fun fact from Bobby Nick.
What?
Yeah, people would keep their money in their butt cheeks.
Andrew's next video. Hi guys, do you store stuff in your butt cheeks? All right, let's end this. Did I just trick you in having fun? Are we not having fun doing the news? I got one more fun item. I got the bikini report, and this is the way that we end every BF Live Revive newscast, the not so serious with the sexy bikini report. Bob and everybody, I want to talk about Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster. I mean, you talk about a monopoly, Scott. You can't get past Ticketmaster if you want to get a ticket to. There's been major lawsuits against them. I mean, they're worried about Google being a monopoly. I believe Ticketmaster, Bobby Nick, is a big monopoly in the way of a lot of people enjoying music and all. And so much so that the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, they have a problem with Ticketmaster, and they're going to sue them. And for the particular reason they're going to get sued, I'm going to turn it over to the Bikini Report right now, because he's going to tell you and look better doing it than myself. Hey, Bikini Report, why don't you tell us why the Federal Trade Commission is suing Ticketmaster yet again? And we'll talk about Ticketmaster that much more. Go ahead with your sexy Bikini Report.
Federal Trade Commission is suing Ticketmaster and its parent company Live Nation Entertainment over allegations of illegal ticket resale practices. The FTC says the company, which has an estimated 80% stranglehold on major concert venue ticket sales, tacitly worked with scalpers by letting brokers exceed ticket limits.
You hear this shit? So they're working in cahoots because the resale market really elevates the value of the ticket. So they're saying that Ticketmaster was in cahoots with these people and allowed them to go beyond limits in order to have more tickets to put out on the open market and increase the higher price being that the event is sold out.
Those tickets would then be resold at higher prices, and that allegedly illegal conduct, quote, frustrates artists' desire to maintain affordable ticket prices that fit the needs of ordinary American families, costing ordinary fans millions of dollars every year. The FTC also called Ticketmaster's tactics triple dipping, saying the company collected fees from primary market brokers, secondary market brokers, and the actual fans who bought these secondary market tickets. The commission's chairman said he wanted to tell the company, quote, you can't screw ordinary American consumers who just want to go to a baseball game or concert. So, what do you think about Ticketmaster and its practices? Tell us in the comments, and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank you, Bikini Report. I'm so over Ticketmaster because we've had, Terry Nee says simply, it's collusion, right? Working in conjunction with people that are going to artificially, the event's going to sell out. You're selling to these broker guys who then increase the amount of tickets out there in the open, in the free market, and the aftermarket. So it's total collusion. They're working in cahoots. If you want a monopoly that I want to be busted up is Ticketmaster. And Scott,
100%.
They have tried in the past, Bobby Nick. They've had places around here, and what does Live Nation do? They just go up and gobble up and buy up all the competition. They need to be broken up, and they need to be prevented from establishing it again. They have 80% of the ticket market, Bob. That is egregious. That is a monopoly if I ever heard of.
It's stupid. I remember Pearl Jam fighting them, and they actually fought pretty good back in the 90s.
And they did their own sale, didn't they, Bob? They conducted their own sale.
Yeah.
At the time, a lot of bands couldn't do it. They got together with some internet people, and I remember that, Bobby Nick. They ran their own ticket sale in those days. You're absolutely right.
Really?
They did not get along with Ticketmaster. They want too much money. They gobble up. They just monopolize the entire market. And that sexy Bikini Report just told you all about it. I tricked you folks. We just did it right there. We just had fun with the news. We just did the BF Live Divide, not so serious news. And now let's get on to some more fun with this fun day, this fun Thursday.